This is Drew, and I'd like to welcome you back to Freakonomics. Today, we're going to talk about something new by my favorite house, which would be mind games, and it's called COUNTERPLAY. Now, of course, we're going to do a deep dive and first impression on this fragrance as soon as we come back. Welcome back to Freakonomics, the destination where confidence starts with a spray. We want you to smell unforgettable and stand out everywhere you go. Smelling is not just your fragrance, it's your signature. Let's talk about it. Okay, this particular fragrance we're going to talk about today, like I said, is COUNTERPLAY, and it's brand new. I don't think it's been out no more than a month. I looked on Fairranica. It's so new it doesn't even seem to be there. So I had to go to Mind Games' actual site, and we're gonna look and see what's in it. It says off the top note is melon, guava, and banana. And then the mid note is osmanthus, lang lang, orange blossom. And then the dry down goes into sandalwood, patchouli, and pink pepper. Now, as you can see, this 100 ml bottle is an eye-watering $395. Oh my God. As you can see, it's not cheap. Trying to see if they have anything else to say, because it's basically classified as a woody, fruity floral. That's what it's saying about it. Don't see a whole lot on the site. So without further ado, let's go ahead on and get it sprayed up and see what's what. Okay, I've been doing a little shopping again, but this time I did the sensible thing. I ended up getting a tester. I'm sure you all can see it. I want to see exactly what these new Mind Game fragrances is all about. Since you all know, if you've been watching the channel in time, it's my favorite house so far. Probably over all of them as far as the smell profile that they come up with. But like I said, at $395, sometimes we gotta slow your roll.
You're goddamn right.
You gotta see what's going on. You know, times are tight, money is tight, people losing jobs, whatnot. And like I told you all, I do have my own little business or whatnot, but if people are not spending money with me, I can't spend a whole lot of money on this kind of stuff. So I kind of try to pick and choose what I want to get. And if I feel like it's something that, you know, I like and it may help you guys as far as information or whatnot, I try to put my hands on it as soon as I possibly can. But like I always say, I'm trying to practice what I preach somewhat, because I tell you guys not to go out here and spend all this money up front. Get you some samples. And with this one, that's exactly what I did. So let's go ahead and get it on the test strip and see what we're working with here. Let's see here and put something on my computer. I don't want it messed up. Let's see here. Here we go. Let's see what's coming now. Let's see. It's not but a little drop in there. It was expensive though. Oh my God. We go ahead and let it dry down. Tell you what, let me go ahead and put one more shot on it, because this is not a super heavy fragrance. Let me let it dry down a minute. And it's kicking already, folks.
Whoa. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Up top, you definitely get that melon. We get that banana. The banana, I don't know, that banana makes it kind of smooth, like a vanilla-y type of fragrance. But it has melon, guava, and banana. That's what you're getting up top. And it kind of comes across like a creamy, orangey type fragrance. That's what comes out right off the top. Obviously, the ingredients they use are expensive. I don't have any fragrances that have any banana in it or whatnot. Because even though I know it's banana in my mind, but it's still coming across like, you know, a vanilla, creamy type fragrance. That's basically how it comes off. Then the closer I get it to my nose, you get a little bit of that orange blossom. The lang lang, that's more like a citrus deal if I'm not mistaken. Now in the base though, you're gonna get sandalwood, patchouli, and pink pepper. I get a little bit of the pink pepper and a little patchouli. I'm not getting a lot of sandalwood, because for me, when I think sandalwood, it kind of comes off as a little like cedarish. That's what I'm, think of. But that's not what I'm getting. This is nice, clean, airy, and crisp. But I will say it is kind of light. Oh my God, this one you probably have to bathe in. Could be wrong. Put a little bit more in the tester. I don't use it all because I want to wear some of this. But this one just came in. I'm like, oh my God. I think Mind Games has done it again. It is so crisp and clean. But I can tell you right now, this one's gonna be one you're gonna have to bathe in also, if I'm not mistaken. Because even off the test strip, it comes off so light. But this, in order to get the effect on it, you cannot play as far as putting it on a clean body.
Hygiene, that's the important factor. Hygiene. The toughest thing in the world, say, you got to wash your ass.
And I know I said it a lot, and I know a lot of it should be common sense. But you paying, $200, $300, $400, $500 for a fragrance, you really want to be able to get the very best out of it each and every time that you wear it.
You're goddamn right.
And scents like this, they're so crisp and clean, you don't want anything as far as BO that may throw it off. You don't want anything getting in the way of a scent that this expensive and smells this fresh, clean. And banana makes it, like I said, a little bit different. I can see myself probably picking up a full bottle of this at some point. But at $395 price tag right now, I'm just kind of hard for me to put my teeth in it, especially with all these fragrances I got back here that I'm badly getting to wear. And like I tell you, I do wear a fragrance every day. I'm not gonna lie. Even when I'm out, working in the field or whatnot, I put something on. Now, I do not wear Mind Games when I'm just running around every day. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't put that on unless I'm dressing up, doing something special. I'm on vacation. I got a business meeting where I wanna, leave some type of impression, something like that. That's the only time that I wear Mind Game. And in all honesty, this will smell so light, but I could be wrong once it hits skin, because I got a lot of Mind Games back here that kind of come off light, but those things just last all darn day because of the richness of the ingredients that they put in it. This may be the same thing. It just smells so wonderful on this test strip. It's like, phew. You put something, like I said, you put this on a clean body, put you some lotion on, let your body set for a little bit, and then spritz about 10 or 12 sprays on this. It's so non-offensive. But I can't tell if it's gonna last all day like the other Mind Game. If I had to guess, I would say yes. Like I said, this is very non-offensive. I can see this being a compliment getting all day. This is a type of fragrance that you would put on when you wanna make a statement, but you don't wanna be too loud. In some situations, you don't wanna be the loudest guy in the room. If you're in a closed room or you're in your cubicle or whatnot, and it's air conditioned and nobody hardly has any scents on, and then you go and drop a bottle of the strongest oriental scent you could put on, you put 10, 15 sprays of, something super strong on, and going in and blowing noses out. That's not what you want to do under all situations. I think the louder scents need to be outside, like, if you're picnicking or you're gonna be out in the open or whatnot, or you're giving your body time to basically give the scent time to come down. Every scent doesn't have to be beast mode, and every scent doesn't just have to slam everybody in the face. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of the fragrances that I have that I love so much, especially these freshies for summer, they're not loud at all. But when that gust of wind hit them, or I may walk inside into air conditioning after a hot, coming from outside and it's nice and hot. That wind hits it. That's a lot of time when people look up or somebody will say something. What is that? That smells nice, whatever. Or like I was telling you before, a lot of people are not gonna just come up to you and say, hey, you smell good, man. That's not how this thing works. You gotta learn how to read the signs. Because a lot of times, I'll go out, and everybody doesn't just keep telling me I smell good. That's not what happens. A lot of times I just get treated a lot better. I may walk up to the counter, you know, and the cashier got a, you know, bad attitude or whatnot. I walk up, speak, and she'll look up, and, hey, how you doing today, sir? You know, and you got to be able to pick up on it. I know what that means. I mean, I'm like I'm Denzel Washington in his prime. So I understand that something has changed their mood really quickly. So, like I said, a lot of people not gonna just come up and start saying, you know, how good you smell, but a lot of times they're just gonna treat you better. And I like that, you know, and I like feeling good about myself when I go out. Time of the year to wear this is definitely summer all day long. I don't even know, you might could get away with it on a hot spring day, but this thing needs heat to be able to work its magic. Wintertime, I don't think it's gonna get it done, because that a ling ling can be a little souring until it hits perspiration, so to speak. So I think that unless you're sweating, your body's heating up or whatnot, this particular, I don't think it's gonna jump off. Now, as far as projection, me personally, on something like this, I would probably go, I would start, because it's so expensive, I usually say 8 to 10. I'm gonna say 5 to 7 sprays. I'm gonna start out with that and see what it does. I will be bringing it back to the channel after I wear it, but with the scent profile, 5 to 7, because it is super light. And that's gonna probably give you a sillage of anywhere from 2 to 4 feet initially. Now, if I know mind games or whatnot, you know, that 2 to 4 feet may last, you know, 3, 4, 5 hours, depending on your chemistry, how much you sweat. You know, that's a big deciding factor on a lot of these fragrances or whatnot. You have to know your chemistry and what works for you. I may be able to put a fragrance on, and it may take me 10 to 12 to get the same effect as someone that doesn't sweat a lot. They may be able to put 4 or 5 on, and they're perfectly fine. But scents like this, they're very expensive. You don't want to waste them. This is not an everyday scent. This is kind of playful. You can dress it up, but it's kind of playful. You can dress this one down also. I wouldn't say a gym scent though, even though it will work perfect on a situation like that. But at $395, I think you can find a cheap alternative to smell good for the boys when you're going at that shooting ball.
You're goddamn right.
This is a more intimate fragrance. This is one where you want to make an impression without being overbearing, so to speak. If I had to rate this particular fragrance, I'm gonna be honest. Almost all the mind games to me, they just, well, I'm not gonna say every one of them. I don't like every one because I don't own them. But every one that I purchased was like 7, between 6 and 8. I'm gonna have to count them, but it's about time I get them on the channel. All of them pretty much 10 out of 10. And for me, this one right here, I would say I'm gonna give this a 9.25 out of 10 off the strip. I'm gonna have to wear it. As you see, I don't have but a little bit of it, so I'm gonna have to wear it sparingly. I'm gonna save this right here probably for tomorrow, the next day. Go ahead and get it worn, get it sweated up, and see if it smells as good on the body as it does on the test strip. And with that, I'll see you guys at the next one.